Are you maxing and snorlaxing my bagel bites? Because it's time for some more VGC team content. I hope you guys are excited. We're bringing the Trick Room Rhyperior team from the last episode, which is basically from like Series 2, 1, whatever that was. But we're bringing it back again, but featuring Articuno yet again, hoping to hopefully use it this game to like some success. It didn't go great in the last game for the game we brought it, and Rhyperior kind of stole the show, so I'm hoping to kind of swap that up here. They got a lot of Trick Room stuff going on there. This looks like a mix of the one Drapion team that hit high ladder. I think it was Season 5, if I'm not mistaken. But it was pretty cool. I like the Zapdos here. They got a lot of cool threats here. Do we necessarily need Trick Room? I feel like Rhyperior puts in really solid work against like their entire team. Like, they really don't have a Rhyperior check. So I feel like I might honestly like just lead it. Lead like it maybe it Indeedee. It can even like draw away if we really need to and stop priority. On the on my boy, I can't think of his name. On a Grimmsnarl over there from like Fake Out Protection if we don't Dynamax. So we got some options. We're gonna bring Articuno in the back. I think Articuno could put in some work in the late game. And because I'm running out of time, I'm going to bring Urshifu as the last slot there, because I didn't realize we had gotten to that low on time. If you boys are excited, and girls, and that Technicolor Dream Color in between, I hope you guys are excited, and hope you hit that like and subscribe button. You guys are awesome. I love you all, and yeah, with that, let's go ahead and get into the first battle. Lead. Oh, okay. Okay, so he does lead the Grimmsnarl, so that also protects us against the potential quick attack from Sylveon if he goes that route. So we'll go ahead and set the Psychic Surge here. That's really going to be good for us. Sick. I'm tempted, honestly, just to kind of go for the Dynamax right here. And go for like a big Max Quake into Sylveon. And then, just because of how he's probably going to attack, I think I'm just going to Helping Hand. Boost the Rhyperior, because I think he's just going to use a Hyper Voice in order to attack both Mons, so I don't see a point in using Follow Me, because I don't see what the Grimmsnarl could really use to put a lot of pressure on us. So I'm kind of fine with letting Rhyperior just go ahead and get some big stat boosts by using Max Quakes and using Helping Hand to up that damage, because I don't see a way for him to really deal with it. Yeah, there's the Hyper Voice, kind of figured. That did some really solid damage, though. But we are faster than... Oh, it's got tricked, don't it? No, it can't. Well, we're going to Bop Boop Beep that Sylveon out of here and get a special defense boost. Huge. That's really good. I was going to say it was going to use Trick, but it can't. So maybe it's got, like, Foul Play or the Spirit Break, whatever. Oh, yeah, there's the Foul Play. That might pick up the KO? Nope, not quite. Not today. Sick. That's really good. Really good start there. So now he's got to swap in something. We have Solid Rock too, plus that special defense boost. It's going to give us a lot of advantage early on. There's the Dusclops. It's Pressure Dusclops too. I'm kind of fine setting the Rockfall here. My mindset being getting that residual damage every turn, as well as getting like a little special defense boost since we're a rock type, and firing that into the Grimmsnarl. And then with Indeedee, I think I'm gonna go for the Expanding Force. It doesn't affect Grimmsnarl. Actually, no. I'm gonna Follow Me just in case he's using Will-O-Wisp. Just in case we can try and like prevent that. Did Rhyperior outspeed the Grimmsnarl? I just thought about that. Going for the sub. So we're going to break the sub, which is kind of good for us. Did it? Oh, maybe it did. That seems really weird, though. It has to be Trek. Yeah, so we'll break the sub there. And bring out the Sand. So what's his Dynamax candidate? He's setting Trick Room for us. Aight. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, I really don't mind a Rhyperior in Trick Room. What's our Backmon again? Articuno Urshifu. So as long as we keep the pressure up with Rhyperior, I'm pretty fine with this. I'm going to go for another Max Quake. I think I'm going to fire it into the... Let me get some damage on my... Do I care about it, though? I'm gonna target down here. And use Expanding Force into Dusclops. See if we can start getting some residual damage into it, too. Yeah, because it's going to do that again. Drop its health to about 50%. We'll go ahead and do this. It is a smart way to kind of draw out the Dynamax, because we're not going to KO it now, and it can fire off another substitute if it wants next turn. So it drew out our Dynamax turns, but it's also going to waste his turns as well. Of Trick Room. It's actually cursing. That's insane. I have not seen curse in... I don't even know how long. On Indeedee? Why Indeedee? It doesn't affect us. Oh, no wait, it does. I guess it does. Oh, so we're going to pick up the KO from Sand now. Okay. That's a surprising turn of events. So we're going to get a free swap here. That was so weird. For a second I didn't think that was going to affect us. Well, there goes the curse damage. Is it... That's a weird one. I'm not sure what the point of that was. Maybe he was like cursed to get our health down and then pain split. That's kind of cool, I guess. We're gonna bring out Urshifu. Okay, it's Hatterene, so I'm glad I brought in Urshifu actually. Urshifu matches up pretty well against that thing, and we got big special defense boosts. 2+, yeah, 2+ the sand up, so that's really good. I think I'm going to go for Rock Slide here. Rock Slide, Iron Head. Because if he uses Substitute again, he's going to KO from Sand. He's got Foul Play, but whatever, we resist that. He's kind of got to go for Dazzling Gleam, but that's not going to do a ton of damage, and we'll get Rock Slide off. Okay, so he's single targeting. So this might go into Urshifu, which is kind of fine. I don't think he'll have anything great to hit our boy with. Rhyperior. Plus we get an Articuno next turn, and Articuno matches up pretty well against... not necessarily, actually. I keep forgetting it's part Fairy. Okay, not quite enough to put it in Sand range. So that's going to smite Urshifu out of the game and go ahead and confuse our boy. Let's see what he goes for. We'll go down there. Confusion's really huge. That's Foul Play. We don't got any attack boost, but our attack is high. Okay. Let's take some sand damage. So with the Grimmsnarl, putting it to faint next turn. What we'll probably do is protect here. We might get G-smited again. I'm going to go for actually Earthquake here, since it doesn't affect Articuno. And I think I'm going to protect to try and break up the damage a little bit. And kind of scout what they go for. Yeah, good job, Articuno. Come on, baby. We really need you to break through. Oh, yes. You're beautiful. Rhyperior is the best. Alright, that's solid damage for no attack boost on a Gigantamax Pokemon. There's the Smite. Going into Rhyperior, we might actually live that. Wow. I'm just saying, we have technically like a +3 in stat there. So we didn't need to protect there, but I'm glad we did just in case it didn't go through. And Articuno takes some damage. And there goes the Weirdness and Trick Room. Did I miscount? I did. So he gets to attack next turn. And we're confused. Yeah. I'm fine with going for a Freezing Glare to try and get the freeze on it for next turn. Hatterene resists, but I think we can pull it off. We live those. We live those. We just need to not attack ourselves. You're great, Articuno. No freeze. Ooh, the life orb. I knew the sand was disappearing. And that's their last turn of Dynamax. And then this is what we brought Air Slash for. Yeah, we'll do that. If I'm gonna go out, I'm gonna go out hitting myself, trying to attack and win the game. Yeah, I believe in Articuno. No Confusion Hex this whole game. I'm calling it right here. I believe in Articuno. You got this, Articuno. Don't you... Oh, yes. You've seen it here, folks. And it's going down. Hatterene faints. I think we faint too. But we fainted second, so we win the game. Right? Yes, we won. Okay. Good game. What? Yeah, if your Pokemon faints first, you lose the game. Sweet. And all of you just lost the game. Okay. Articuno finally wins the game. I just want to lead Articuno really bad with expanding force with Indeedee, but it's just it's so hard to squeeze it in. That's why Articuno hasn't really been seeing like a ton of play, just because like it's a really awkward Pokemon that has a decent amount of weaknesses still. Like getting rid of the ice typing seems like it should be really good, but like it's kind of not right now. If they had made it like Psychic Ice and then like Zapdos Electric Fighting and Moltres Fire Dark, I would have been even more geeked for the birds than I already was. But what you gonna do? Miguel, also with kind of a throwback team, which is kind of surprising. I'm pretty. Tyranitar's so strong against us though. Yeah, if Articuno... I can't lead Articuno and Indeedee against the Tyranitar. I just can't in good conscience do it. Yeah, I'm going to lead Indeedee with Hatterene, because Hatterene matches up against almost all of their Pokemon really well. Besides, like, what, I guess, the Arcanine kind of, and the Tyranitar also kind of? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm right. I'm going to bring Feeney. Yeah, Feeney I think could... Does he have any special attackers? Besides maybe Arcanine and maybe... and definitely Sylveon? I feel less incentivized to bring the Feeney. Because Feeney... Well, Feeney beats 3 of these two. 3.5 actually, because we have Ice Beam. So 4. Yeah, I think Feeney could put in work here. I see justification for Feeney. And then I'll bring Rhyperior in the back as a potential other Dynamax candidate, depending on how the beginning of the game goes. I definitely think putting up Trick Room is still our best bet. I hate not to bring Articuno kind of again, but we picked up a KO, and I was hoping to kind of have like a repeat of, what was it, Season 5 or 4? When you use like Alakazam and Indeedee. That was some fun for me. Yeah, he led Sand. So I'm glad I led this. Sweet. Alrighty. So he'll set Sand here. We'll set Psychic Surge, which is really good. Sandstream. So yeah, so we're just banking on not getting flinched by the Rock Slide, is what I'm gathering out of this. We're definitely going to follow me here. And we're going to try and set the Trick Room. If we get it, we get it. If not, we're not in a great position. Because that's a super oppressive team between Fish and Tyranitar. Probably, maybe Boom in the back. If we don't get Trick Room, it's not like the worst thing, but it'll elevate our... Dynamaxing Fish? Maybe? I'm actually curious. Ooh, Dynamaxing Tar. Okay. So actually now he doesn't even have the split damage. So that's... Well, unless Fish is using Rock Slide. I guess that could be a thing. So let's go ahead and set this. This could actually be really hugely in our favor. Vicious Wren coming out. Yeah, it's going to knock us to our 1. Not even. That's a crit? What the heck? Does that fish have, like, no investment? Alright, so Indeedee goes down. And Hatterene does lose, like, a special defense drop. But we do get up Trick Room for basically free, and we waste a turn of his Dynamax. So that's really, really strong for a turn 1. I'm going to swap in Rhyperior here. Because it's going to get the benefit of not taking damage in the sand. I actually think I'm not going to Dynamax Rhyperior and actually go for Superpower into... He's going to Vicious Wren Rhyperior, right? Doesn't he? Or does he play around it? That's a tough call. Because I really just want to fire this Max Quake into Tyranitar. Or... maybe the Max Knuckle is better. We're going to move first. So we're going to proc its weakness policy. And it'll probably proc ours. Maybe it's better to Quake. Can we... no, I'm gonna Max Knuckle here. And I'm going to go for Dazzling Gleam. I hate to do it. I don't know if it's the right play. I'm pretty nervous to do it, honestly. But I'm going to go for it. T-Tar and Rhyperior are really just strong opponents to each other. I kind of almost wish I didn't have Trick Room up so I wouldn't proc his weakness policy first. So I'd feel a little bit better. Dracovish is actually protecting here. That's kind of surprising. So it's not going to take Gleam damage. Okay, that's pretty solid. That was a crit. Yeah, that makes sense. So it's going to get a big old boosty boost. And we'll get this big Max Knuckle off. Yeah, okay, that was the right play. Alright, we're good. I don't know if that crit mattered. I don't think it did. Our Rhyperior is pretty, like, almost full attack investment. That was a quad damage move coming off that. It might have. I'd have to calc it. Plus, it depends on his spread. But I'm going to go on a limb and say it probably didn't matter. If it did, like, that kind of sucks and I feel bad because we might have lost that game. But since he didn't attack with Fish, we probably would have bopped it with Dazzling Gleam too. It's a hard call. Sylveon. I am super fine with Sylveon dropping. We got an attack boost, so I'm actually going to go for a Max Quake here. It does more damage, right? Yeah, they're both 130 actually. I'll go for Max Quake into Fish since it protected. And I'm just going to fire off, I think, an Expanding Force, since neither of them will resist it, and we still have terrain up. Sylveon's actually protecting here, so that's kind of fine. Fish could, like, double protect here. It tries to. Doesn't get it, thankfully. Sylveon gets protected, but Fish will still take Expanding Force damage, potentially KOing it, honestly. No, not quite. So we'll not only get a big special defense boost, we still also have Sand Up. So we'll maintain like kind of like a +2 plus resisting most of Sylveon's moves between our Mons with Hatterene. So that'll also give us back our special defense that we lost from the Tyranitar's Max Darkness. So that's really good. And then he's down to 1 Pokemon, no Dynamax. And we have 1 attack left with our not our Tyranitar, our Rhyperior. Rillaboom is going to go ahead and get rid of the terrain. That kind of sucks, but I'm not like mad about it either. I'm just going to fire a Max Flare into it because we have Fire Punch. And I'm going to go for Expanding Force again. Rillaboom might go for like Grassy Glide here. It's actually going into Hatterene though. I mean, like, I kind of feel it, but I don't at the same time, because, like, I guess you avoid proccing our weakness policy, but that was your chance to, like, KO us. I don't know why I didn't fire that into Rillaboom. That was actually a bad play. I forgot terrain left, so we're not hitting both Pokemon, so I just kind of clicked it. We bring out Sun, so that's actually kind of worse for us, but we get rid of Rillaboom. That's honestly the reason I put Fire Punch on in the first place, was to counter Boom. So that's fine. So Rhyperior will get some health back now, which is kind of cool. Sylveon will get a little bit of health back. And then we get to swap in Assault Vest Feeny, who isn't going to lose in a 1v1 versus Sylveon. That isn't like Throat Spray. Sweet. Oh yeah, and we'll get Misty Surge up, so that's kind of cool too, I guess. Mostly for them, honestly. That's actually kind of... it's actually not great for us, I guess, in retrospect. Sweet. But we have Rhyperior, so I don't think it matters regardless. We'll go for Fire Punch, I guess, because why not? It's 100% accuracy, could burn, and we have Sun Up. And we'll go for Moon Blast. Yeah. That should be game. Actually, the Fire Punch might just KO at +1. Yeah, we got it. Good game. Good game. I hope you guys enjoy the battle. If you liked what you saw, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button to stay up to date on Mr. Bagel Bites content. It super helps out the channel and myself, so I hope you consider doing that. Those battles were a lot of fun. If you guys enjoyed, if this video hits 35 likes on the video, I will drop the PokePaste and rental code in the description below. So 35, that's the goal. So go ahead and try and get those. But thank you guys so much. And yeah, as always, catch you later.